Hey, this is Scott. This is the August 2018 monthly operation briefing. This month I'm coming to you from the training center and I'm supposed to have the training staff out here to help me. So where are they at? Let's go find them. Hey, you guys gotta help me film
Oh, we're here to take a video.
Hey, where you guys been? I've been looking for you. What are you doing?
We're having a good time. Yeah, that's what we do.
All right, let's start.
Okay, let's do this.
All right, guys, hey, let's get going. So, hey, the electronic communication policy, I want to talk about that San Jose decision. We had that class last month. Just wanted you to remember.
It was a good class, by the way.
Outstanding. All right, thank you. Just want you to remember that as of July 1st, you had 60 days to go through your public accounts and put anything onto your district account. So remember that you now have 30 days, you got to transfer that all over.
Oh, I still got to do that. Have you done that yet?
I'm working on it. I did have a lot of stuff in my email.
A lot of emails.
I do have to admit. Hey, Chief, I got a quick question
Yeah,
for you.
what's going on?
I'm curious about the sunglasses.
I'm glad you asked.
Yeah, we're inside the building, and here you are.
Well,
you're
here's the
wearing
thing.
sunglasses.
If I read my cheat sheet, you're going to see my eyes moving. You know, I don't know if they ever do that, the secret.
Yeah.
So,
no wonder you do them outside.
all
Yeah, we
right.
thought
So,
we'd do
yeah,
something
okay.
different.
I'll remove my sunglasses. Is that
Okay.
better? Do you guys feel better
Yeah,
now?
now we can see
that's
your green
good.
eyes.
So now you're going to see me
Baby
reading the
blues.
cheat sheet. All right, hey, so update on Reach Air. Just want to give you some background there. Tim has had some contact with Reach Air over the last couple weeks. So we're looking forward to an opportunity coming here in the fall to present something to the fire board. We're continuing to work through that process.
We're talking fall 2018?
That's right. Well, there will be a presentation to the fire board. Of course, you know, there has to be a presentation and then there has to be an agreement eventually. So, you know, definitely probably about a year from now, you're going to see if that comes to fruition.
Gotcha.
You guys going to be on the airship?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you know, if, I don't know if I meet the weight.
Oh,
criteria.
Joe, you meet the weight requirement. Don't worry about that.
I don't know. I think I might be right there from being in training.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, I wanted to review the dispatch services update with you guys. So last month, we went in front of the fire board and presented what we currently have and then the 4 options that we were looking at.
Didn't Tyler do that? Tyler did that presentation?
Tyler did. How do you do?
Tyler did a really good
Yeah.
job,
Did he?
actually. Yeah, he had a
Did you
very.
guys see it? Or are you just saying that?
No, we saw
No,
it.
it
I
was
was
good.
actually present there for that meeting.
Okay.
Tyler stood up.
So what'd you learn from that?
tall. Actually, I learned that there was 4 different options.
Okay. So we have, let's talk about those 4 options. One was staying with Ontario.
Okay.
Second one was our own dispatch center. Be kind of cool, but really expensive and,
Yeah,
and
it
a
would be
high,
awesome, though.
huge learning curve. And then third would be going with Chino PD.
Okay.
You know, there's some definitely positive things with that. And then the last one would be going with Confire or Com Center as we know it. So the board did direct staff to go ahead and to work through that process and to look into a possible contract with Confire. So Chief Shackelberg will be working on that as we move forward.
Awesome.
Hey, Chief, any updates on the Type 3?
So yeah, as you know, I've been telling everybody Type 3 is going to be here in late July, early August. Well, that's not going to be.
Oh,
You guys
man.
know why?
Not because of the fact that they're taking forever to build this
No,
thing?
no. What happened
Please tell
was,
me they didn't paint it yellow.
Yeah, we're transitioning to red. Everything.
So what happened there was a change from CAL FIRE. As you know, we're in there with other engines from different agencies, and there's a change in the spec from CAL FIRE on the cabin chassis, so that has delayed it. They're still going to be in their contractual period, but we probably won't see it till November, December.
November, December.
Yeah.
There goes the fire season.
Yeah, no more this
Well,
year.
this is California, and fire season is pretty much year-round, so
Yeah.
Good
that's
point.
what
So
they're
who
saying.
knows? Hey, the backup paramedic squad. Any excitement there from the EMS guy?
Yeah, oh, sorry about that. Absolutely.
Hey,
So what is going on with that?
So the backup
Actually, I'm
paramedic.
pretty
I
excited
should
about it,
probably
too.
I should probably know, but yeah, what
The
is going on
backup
with that?
paramedic squad is having some final stuff done out at West Coast. The lights are getting put on it, so we should see that coming in the next month or so. So I expect by early fall we'll have that squad in service, and then Mike's going to rotate that into the fleet.
Oh, keep the
Nice.
miles down on the different squads that have been out there for a
Yeah,
while. That's
yeah.
a good idea.
Great plan, Mike. Thank you.
What about we talked about the OES Type 3?
Oh,
at
yeah,
the
so,
meetings?
so I just did a little clarification there. We put in a request, went to a meeting earlier in the this year in January. I was approached by OES in California here, and they asked if we'd be interested in a Type 3. So we have put in a letter stating that we are interested, but we haven't heard anything back yet. So any more information you want to know on that, guys?
Do
Any
we need
questions?
to, I mean, is it possible that we reach back out to them, or do you think it's just kind of crickets on that thing?
Well, that's a good question, and I certainly will be reaching back out to them. Wait for the fire season to come to an end here. As you know, though, when is that? Right?
Yeah, year-round.
So we'll do that, and then I'll reach back out, determine where we're
I'm
at.
curious. So we have a water tender, an OES water tender.
Yes.
And how does that kind of fit into the plan here?
So the OES water tender would, as Tim Shackford put it, we'd put the keys in the ignition and a sign on it and park it out in front of Station 3, and they can come grab it.
I
So-
bet one of the developers or one of the dairy people are going to take that thing and
Well, we
use
gotta
a
be
lot of
careful
the
with
dirt.
that.
Yeah.
Hey, Chief, didn't the battalion chief application fly?
Yeah, it opened up last month, and it's going to close on August 24th. You guys taking the test?
You know,
No, not sure.
I was kind of thinking about maybe helping with the test and taking it at the same time.
Oh,
if that's
okay.
possible. I mean, is that a possibility?
Well, I'll have to look at that one, but I'd probably say no, Joe.
Okay, all right. Hey,
It is a great plan, though.
just gotta ask.
Okay, hey, I wanted to give some dates out there. So the battalion chief test will be on September 18th and 19th, and then we're looking at the interview on the October 8th. So that'll be spread out. It'll be some time to get ready for the interview once you take the assessment side of the test.
And then there's a captain's exam coming up in the
Yeah,
near
the
future as
captain's
well.
test opens up on September 24th, and that's going to close on October 23rd.
Nice.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
A lot of opportunities coming up.
That's right.
It's good stuff.
So with that in mind, we also have the suppression training captain opening up.
Hey, it just so happens, I just wanted to say thank you for a year and 7 months, and 5 months ago, nobody's counting. But I just wanted to open it up and let you guys know that on the 28th of August, I would invite anybody that's interested to hear about the job and what it entails to come down here and listen to the spill. 9 o'clock on the 28th here at the TC.
See.
Or is it this way? Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
do I get any say-so in the matter on this as far as who we got coming in here?
I don't know,
I
though,
mean, it's my partner, so.
Yeah. So
It's true.
So
It's
if you want to weigh in, come talk to these guys. Certainly they'll share at any time any information about the job itself and give you some insight.
Outstanding.
Sure.
All right. So hey, along with the training that we do each month, we're going to focus this month on simulation. So with this, watch this video.
Hey guys, I just wanted to take an opportunity to give you a couple of tips. A lot of you were studying hard for the upcoming promotional exams, whether it be for chief officer or for a captain. So when you are studying for your simulations, just want to challenge you guys with a couple of points, some things to consider. The first one, it doesn't matter what level you're studying for, use the IAGs. Those initial attack guidelines are there for a reason. If you follow them, it'll provide a solid platform for you, so I encourage you, use those IAGs, learn them, know them, use them. Second point, whatever system you're going to use for your resources, have a system and use it. You want to make sure you keep track of your resources on the fireground. If somebody asks you where your people are at, you pretty much need to know at all times where your folks are at. So have a system and use a system. And lastly, as a general rule, keep it simple. One thing you want to avoid is using terms that we're not familiar with. Do not try and reinvent the wheel. So use common terminology. Give clear objectives when you make an assignment. Make sure you tell people exactly what you expect of them and have them repeat it back to you if you need them to. But again, don't reinvent the wheel. Don't use terms that people aren't familiar with. If you know what it means but nobody else does, that's not a good thing.
Boy, Chief Wolf really dropped some pearls in that video. Really good stuff. I
Give
took a
you
lot
guys
of notes.
some good notes.
Oh man! Oh,
Good
I
information.
took great notes.
Absolutely.
And he's got a very soothing voice, and
That's why he's on. That's why he's on the radios, right?
the message.
Very
The
soothing.
message that he created was beautiful. Seriously, thank you, Jeremy.
All right.
Really good information. But I heard that they had that go-to got taped.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah. No,
available?
the go-to meeting
It is.
that Jeremy provided some training was taped, and that's on the shared drive under Operations Training Presentations.
Okay, write
So
that
along
down.
with that are these videos that you're watching, like Jeremy, and then last month we had Rich. So go take a look for that for some training information and test prep.
Good stuff. Hey, Chief, anything happening in October?
Oh, good question.
You mean besides Halloween?
Yeah. Well, no, there's more. We're doing new
Okay.
hire testing in October. So
New hire testing?
yeah, we're
Are
starting
you
all that
kidding me?
again. So in the month of October, we're going to be doing new hire testing. We're going to be doing all the different phases from the behavioral interviews. We're also going to be doing the assessment testing and the interview. So you guys plan to roll in that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna be partaking in that. That's gonna
Yeah,
be
it's
good
enjoyable
stuff. Yeah.
being able to have a
So-
part in that.
You're right. So our goal is to complete that testing by early November and then to get offer backgrounds and get backgrounds going by December. So you know what that means? We're going to start an academy sometime in May of next year.
Outstanding, but what a Christmas for some of these people
what a
that
great-
get an opportunity to work for the Chino Valley Fire District.
All right, hey, I want you to remind you to turn in tuition reimbursement to Alma by August 10th. That reimbursement needs to come in by that date. And remember, that's from July 1st, 2017 to July 31st, 2018. You guys get any tuition reimbursement?
I'm kind of hoping so. Yeah, I took 9 classes last year.
9 classes?
9 classes.
No.
Absolutely,
Wow.
absolutely.
How close are you to get your degree?
I'm looking at early 2019.
All right,
Yeah,
congratulations
good for
to you.
That's
And,
awesome.
And something that's going to happen actually before 2019 is the new task books. We're working on
yeah,
refreshing
that's
them,
right,
and we're
good.
doing some pretty cool things.
So what are we doing with those task books? Just
So-
going through them and
Yeah, so we have a group that's led by Chief Williams and a group of few guys that are putting their time and effort into vetting the books out and
All right.
making all the corrections. Special thanks to Andrew Simpson for doing a lot of the work. I mean,
well, thank you to
tons
that.
of stuff,
Thank you
yeah.
to that group because that's
Yeah.
important to that we can look in there and see if there's any redundancies, see if there's anything that's missing or needs to be added. So thank you everybody for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, good job
Yeah.
to you too. You don't ever give yourself credit, but you do a lot of work on those things.
Hey, it's a team effort, and these guys are
Awesome.
doing a great job. So, look
Hey, I
forward-
wanted to thank everybody for the crew meetings. We had some great interaction and conversation. So thank you to all the crews that came in. If you did not attend that crew meeting and you want to get some of the information, we can certainly come out and talk to any of the chief officers. Certainly let us know, and we'll come out. You guys go to the crew meetings?
we did.
We
Actually.
did. We went
yeah.
to quite a few of them actually.
Yeah,
It was
really good dialogue and a
Great
lot of
dialogue.
good feedback from the guys.
Hey, I just wanted an update on looking up at our follow-up policy. So earlier this year, I asked Greg and the EMS committee to take a look at the current follow-up policy and determine if there's a better and more efficient way that we can do follow-up. But we want to make sure that we continue to focus on our continuation of care philosophy, making sure that we provide that service that we're known for here at the fire department.
What is a continuation of care philosophy?
So, that's about from the beginning to the end. One of the things that we wanted to really focus on was providing that type of care that you would want for your family.
Yeah,
right?
spending more time with the patient if it warrants it. Obviously, not every situation's the same. We're going to have situations like drawdown on resources and things of that sort that are not going to allow us to accomplish that.
Okay.
However, there are
Yeah.
caveats to that. So with this survey, there's some question and answer.
Oh, you had a survey?
We did. We put out a survey through SurveyMonkey. We sent an email out.
Okay.
And I went ahead and sent that out again.
Oh, very good.
Last month
Okay.
to allow for the individuals that didn't get a chance. Maybe some guys were on vacation.
Are you getting
or-
good feedback from that?
Very good feedback. We're up to approximately 70 responses on that.
Oh,
So
nice.
we've received
Wow.
a lot of great information. And then the
Good
plan
stuff.
it is good stuff. The plan is obviously when we reconvene as an EMS committee, we're going to revisit that topic. And then we'll bring the information back to the to Deputy Chief, to yourself, Chief.
Okay,
We'll bring that info
thank
back.
you very much. I want to remind you to go on to Lexipol and update and acknowledge any of the SOPs that are outstanding.
Did you finish your SOPs, Mike?
I did, finally. You're
did?
kind of calling me out on that, aren't you?
Well,
I think I got him one time. I did them before him. So
it's just
sorry.
important because changes are in there. Sometimes it's punctuation, sometimes it's spelling of a word, other times it could be an update or a new SOP.
You know what my favorite function is, Chief? Aside from the material, the content.
You got a favorite function?
I do. I actually do. When you put them up side by side, and you can do the
How
comparison.
often do you do this, Joe?
Every time that a new one comes out, I guess.
I think
Yeah.
he does it
Yeah.
more often than that.
It doesn't
Yeah.
really matter what time for me either. If it comes
he
out at
looks
2 in the
forward to
morning,
those-
I do it. I do. I really look forward
2
to it.
in the
I
morning.
Usually, usually wait like that.
Yeah.
For Alexa Pool to show up.
Something else, and let's go to the EMS side now. So something else we'd like to talk about. We talked about a little bit during the crew meetings, but we'd like to thank everybody for their hard work and diligence with both the NFIRS as well as the EPCR reports.
Yeah.
Captain Kripe as well as Chief Williams have been directly involved in that
Huge
process.
support. Thank you to
Yeah,
both those
thank you
guys
guys.
for all
Thank
the
you.
time they
And
put
they've
in.
been doing a good job, but more so the crews have been doing a phenomenal job at getting those things taken care of. So we'd like to thank everybody for that.
All right, everybody, thanks for watching this month.
Hey Chief, what if you want to access the videos from previous months?
Hey, that's a great question. You can always go on Target Solutions and view all the previous month's videos.
That's a nice feature to have. Be able to
really
go
is.
back and watch Mark Bozak and laugh your tail off. That's good stuff.
It's good. That's another one of my favorite features, actually.
All right. We'll see
Quite a
you.
few of those.
All right, everybody. Have a great month.
Take care.
See ya.
See you guys.